forget to like, share, and subscribe. If y'all don't pick my sign up. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Psychology Eats. So what's eating you? Hello, everyone. I am calling you from the car, and I have a blanket with me because I just left the movie theater. Anywho, welcome to the channel. I am a reaction channel, and I do reactions on pretty much whatever I want to. Do I want to turn this light out? Hold on, y'all. Oh, big back. Anyway, I wanted to talk about, Penelope. So Penelope is one of the crew, one of the cast members on the channel, Real Cut and Uncut, Real Right and Raw. I don't remember the name. I put it right there. And I'm featuring Penelope. Hey, girl, on this video because I find Penelope to be very interesting. I'll put the light on. I find Penelope to be interesting, and Penelope is one of those people who represent a lot of people who once had it all. She had it all. You know, as she talks about what her life was like before the addiction completely took over and she lost everything. And I think Penelope, it really is a cautionary tale for a lot of different reasons. Now, I don't know. I've been watching a lot of the videos. I know Penelope has talked about childhood trauma and molestation. I don't believe she's given details about that. And Greg is respectful of people's past pain, in my opinion, and hasn't asked for those details that I'm aware of. If that's different, comment down below. But as a result of, in my opinion, her past pain, childhood pain, unresolved, and it sounds like this inappropriate sexual acts was happening throughout her childhood to not only her but also to her siblings. And then she disclosed that one of her siblings molested her child. And so it's just this generational curse, unhealthy behavior, sexual abuse that was in her life, it sounds like, as a kid. And then the way she was coping with it, alcohol and drugs. And like a lot of people who come from something, meaning you have some money, you have education, drug abuse will destroy all of that. All of it. I watched Soft White Underbelly, and, you know, hearing interviews of people, I was a RN, I was a doctor, I was a psychiatrist, like people, I own businesses. And as a result of addiction, you lose everything. You will lose everything. And if you do have the resources to keep buying drugs, eventually you'll lose your life because you have access to so many drugs and you can use and use and use until your life ends. But with Penelope, we can see the classiness of Penelope, the way she dresses, the way she carries herself, you know, just the way she, you know, communicates, the way she can go into kind of any, you know, circle and talk her way into and out of things. By the way, her real name ain't Penelope.
Surprise!
Her real name not Penelope. I think she did say what her birth name is on one of the videos, but Penelope is her street name. And often when you're in the street and on the street and living in the street, you come up with these characters as a way to survive. You come up with, you know, fake names, IDs, all that kind of shit. And so Penelope, coming from being upper middle class, as the way she described it, and now having nothing. Nothing. That shows you the how strong addiction is. Like, you go from living in a beautiful home, having access to money, cars, all of the things, and now you can't even afford to get a hotel room, or you sleeping with different men in order to try to secure a bed for the night. Just the lowest of the low. And I say this to teenagers and people maybe playing around with certain drugs. Like, it's going to lead you two places. You don't make enough money to maintain it, so you're going to have to do whatever you're going to do to get it. And then it probably is going to kill you. There's just no other way. We know Penelope has told us that she has sickle cell. And from what I learned in my comments, and I know a couple of people who live with sickle cell, they don't, from what I understand, I don't believe they have, an opiate addiction. I didn't even know that opiates were used to help them deal with the pain of having sickle cell. I do know people who in addiction say, like, I know when I get clean, I'm going to die because I have so many health problems, and the crack or the heroin or whatever keeps me alive. And I know once I get clean, I'm going to die. And so that's just the addiction brain keeping you addicted. Like, no. You got to keep going. If you don't keep going, you're going to die. Just telling you all that kind of stuff. Even for Penelope, losing contact with her daughter. She talked about that on her videos. All of those things is what happens. Like, Penelope has a great sense of humor, and she's funny, and I laugh every time she comes to camera. But knowing where she came from and knowing how smart she is and where she could be in her life if she gave up the addiction is so sad. It's just super sad to see her move around like that when you know the potential for Penelope is great. I hope she does have the opportunity to write that book, Penelope. Write your book. You're going to save somebody's life. And also, write that book for your daughters so that they can have a better understanding of where you are today and how you ended up like this. And that's it. That's all, guys. That's all I got to say about Miss Penelope. I don't know what character, which of the crews I'm going to talk about next. Because, honey, it's always something going on with them folks. But I wish you well, Penelope. Just want to see you sober, girl. Okay, bye.
Guess what? I got a share with me, and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that one bell.
Subscribe. Say subscribe to Psychology Eats.
Subscribe to Cowboy Eats.
Not Cowboy.